Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Tuesdays with Dr. T, where we teach you how to achieve transformational recovery and success for your autism child, and also teach you how you can have your epic life ever. This is your host, Dr. Tasnova, proud founder and CEO of Autism Success Academy. So before we start, let me just check if I am live and you guys can hear me properly so that I am not speaking on the void. Okay, so yeah. I am live and you guys can hear me. Let's begin. Okay, so today's class or episode is a lot different than what we usually do. Okay, here's the reason. So today what am I going to doing is I am going to be sharing two aspirational story about two very courageous and brave mother who have joined us and who are currently gracing our divine community. And why I am sharing their lesson, why I am sharing their story is so that you can learn some real lessons from them, okay? Because over here, I am all about teaching my students, my clients, my community members, which is you, all and everything that you need to learn, to know, so that you can help your child and also you can help yourself, okay? So if you can hear me clearly, let me know, because and if you have any questions also, please pop them in the comments so that I can come back to you. So let's break down what today's topic and episode is all about, so that you can understand and have an idea what we are going to be talking about. In the first section, we are going to be talking about the two aspirational story and how you can have that epic life too, okay? The next point we are going to be talking about is the new direction that we are heading towards, okay? So as a different, you can see that I'm no longer sitting on my chair, which is my favorite throne, and I'm just sitting eye to eye with you, a mom and your success coach, here, fully motivated, fully ready to help you make 2023 your best life as an autism mom or dad ever, okay? So we are going to be talking about which direction we are going towards, and also we are launching our new website by 31st of December. And before that, there is a drum roll. If I had a drum, I will have started that on. So before that, we are going to be offering a massive scholarship. After that time, we will stop that. Okay, we will close our door for that scholarship. So if you want to learn about the scholarship and the lenient payment plan that I have offered and making ready for you guys, stay until the end. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into it. So let's talk about S, I would say, okay? So she's a mom of a beautiful daughter and she's living abroad. So she has been living with her family and she has been having real tough time communicating the need of her child with them. So if you are a Southeast Asian, if you are somebody who's belonging to Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, Vietnam, the Southeast Asia range, you will know, and even I think even for everybody else in the world, it's really hard for us to teach and make others in our family life understand that my child is different, my child has different needs, he or she needs to be understood, to be loved, to be cared for, and also she needs special things like changing the diet, changing the lifestyle, and all of those things. So what happens is when a mom really wants to change her daughter's diet and make her more healthy, make her more successful, there is a lot of resistance that is put on her from all over the world, I would say, or at least by her in-laws, by her parents, by her friends, by even her husband, okay? So what she did was no short of an epic journey. So we talk over the Zoom call that we call clarity call. If you want to work with me, you book a call which is complimentary and we discuss into your life and how we can help you. So in that call, we had a real connection. We had a real heart to heart. And it was 6 or 7 months back last year. So she was just this broken mom and so exasperated that she really wanted to give her daughter that epic life, but she just couldn't. Why? Because number one reason was not really money. Number one reason for for her not being able to do what she wanted to do or needed to do was that she didn't have the support of her husband and in-laws. Okay, so all of those people were not in alignment. They wanted to take her to the different direction, and she knew in her heart and in her gut that she need to be really working on her child, and things doesn't just go away. Okay, because many a time you will be taught, you will be told that if your son or daughter isn't speaking now, he or she will be speaking, just give it some time. Okay, it doesn't work that way. So I am just trying to see if everything is working here well, because I need to know if you guys are giving me comments. Sometimes Facebook doesn't show me the comments. Okay, so here's the thing. What she did was she gave herself time to process what she needed to do. She took that time to delve deeper and find out what does she need to do. And when she found out her answer, she took the massive decision of not living with her in-laws and probably saying bye-bye to her family. And then she took the time, she moved away, she got a job, and now she has been saving so that she could join us, and now she is inside the program. Okay, so she actually, within the last 8 months that we have been speaking with each other, I have learned so much from her. I have learned that, I revisited my own courage, I revisited my own authenticity and my own need to really help my son. Okay, so through her lens, I saw that sometimes if you gotta do what you gotta do, if there are people who are actually hindering your quality of life and who are actually hindering your child and your life to become that epic version that's possible, you just gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta take the decision. I'm not saying, please don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you need to divorce your husband. Astaghfirullah, no. What I'm saying is, through this example, I am giving you an opportunity to know that you are not alone. Walaikum assalam. That you are not alone, and if you need to take any major decision, that's a-okay. Because you have the right to live your own life. You have the right to give your daughter or son on the spectrum the best life they deserve. Because you know what? After some time, some years, you won't be there. But their problem is not going to go away. Their problem is going to escalate. Okay? It's going to keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. So she has taught us, and now by me describing her life to you, sharing her life to you, I am telling you that it's totally possible for you to take that epic plunge into getting yourself and your child the best support you both need, because you deserve this. Okay? You totally deserve this, and you need this in the first place. So moving on to the next story. This is a mom. She's not really Asian, but she's, I would say, Middle Eastern. Okay, so she is a health professional, and she has been living with her in-law, as many of us do. So she has multiple kids on the spectrum, and although she is this really invigorating person, she actually was very much aligned with me. When we were on the call, I really loved her energy, I really loved her vibe, but I could understand that she was struggling to give herself the power, to give herself the opportunity. So what I did was I took the time to connect with herself. I took the time to connect herself with her truth, with what her soul really wants. And her soul wanted the support for their child, for her son. And so, by me holding that space for her, she was able to make the decision to plunge right in. And she is now inside our community. Okay? So, by these two stories, I wanted to give you a quick, just like a inspirational boost that no matter where you are from, which country you stay, whether you have a job or not, whether your husband is supporting you or not, whether your in-laws support you or not, whether X, Y, and Z are your obstacles, you still can overcome them. Okay? And if you want to know and to get clear that actually maybe you don't know what your goals are, you're not clear, because I always say this, if you are not clear where you want to go, you cannot give that GPS into your system, and then the GPS cannot take you to their position, right? To your dream life or to your goals. So first of all, you need to be clear on what you want. And if you need help with that, we have created a training just first week of January. I think it was the 4th or 3rd of January or 2nd of January, when I did the epic training on how to goal set and achieve your dreams in the magic steps. So you can go back to that episode right after this, and then write down what you want to achieve in your life, your goals and your desires for this year. And then I show you step-by-step ways on to get close to your answer on how you can do that. Okay? So as for those of you who are just there, okay, who are just there, know this. So far I have proudly worked with 43 moms and their child, and all 43 of those cases, or what I would say, like cases, we have seen almost 90% shift occurring to the child just by following the steps and guidelines that I teach. Okay? So here is the truth. If your professionals, if your pediatrician, if the autism community is saying that there is nothing that can be done for your child, I beg to differ. I want to tell you this. It's totally not true. Okay? So if it was just a one-time case, maybe I would have been just successful with Muhammad and no one else. But I have been so far, alhamdulillah, successful in the 43 students that I have served. That tells me it's a probability that it's going to work for your child as well. Why? Because even though your child has autism, is neurodiverse, he or she is still a human being. Okay? So a human body has the same organs, the same chemical system, the same biology, the same hormones, and the same processes that the brain develops. Your child's brain, your child is not intellectually disabled, please. Your child understands everything, feels everything. He or she just doesn't know how to communicate with you. Why? Because the brain has a fog, has barriers, is not grown yet. And you know what? By epigenetics, and also by the fact that the new research on neurolinguistic programming and also how the brain develops, we now know that the brain is not static. The brain growth is not static. Okay? Your child's brain, thank you. Thank you, Raveapu. So your child's brain development is not static. It's not static. As long as a human being is alive, the brain keeps developing. Why? Because the brain is neuroplastic in nature. What does that mean? I don't have a plastic bottle on hand with me, then I could have shown you, okay? Because we don't use plastic that much in this household, it's toxic. But I wish I had something that I could show you. So neuroplastic means, let's say a plastic water bottle, if you crush it, you can still make it back to its original shape, okay? Yes, there might be tiny dents here and there, but that's totally okay. It's not totally crushed. You can still make it into a bottle. You can still use it. You can still pour water, your drink of your choice, and then you can still use it, right? Similar way, your child's brain is neuroplastic. Means even if it's not growing now, it has 100% potential to grow. Okay? You just have to, first of all, understand that this is a possibility. This is research. It's not just a few of us telling, it's research. Please go and then check the researches. And if you don't have time, I got you, girl. I got my blogs, okay? Over there, we have given enough scientific proofs and evidence that new research is also saying the same thing, okay? So your child's development is 100% possible. If your child is a young child, there is 10 times more faster recovery rate than for older child, but recovery to different extent is still very much possible, okay? So if you are somebody who are just in the threshold, like, I want to really help, but I don't know what to choose, which path to go, which one to follow, because there are so many options all over the world, homeopathy, biomedical, stem cell therapy, doing nothing, and then also speech, AB, and other therapies. But you know what? Here's the thing. But let me drink some water first. Your child's body and brain needs to have natural support, needs to teach the body and the brain to recover itself without extra chemicals, without extra toxins, without invasive process, without making your child stressed, without putting extra stress and trauma on the nervous system. Okay? Because when your child is scared and stressed and upset and angry, remember, the brain is not growing that time. Okay? It does not matter if you give your child 100% organic food, but if there is stress in the environment, like you and your husband shouting and bickering and throwing things at each other, then your child is not going to be having that energy, that vibe, that environment that helps your child grow. You know what? A quick story. Anytime me or my husband just scold Ira, my youngest, okay, my daughter, a little bit, she will wet the bed, okay? So it took me some time to correlate with that, but now that I know more about how our environment affects our energy, our mood, our stress level, and how our stuff affects our children, and how much they're all interconnected, it's easier for me to identify and solve those issues. And I want to teach you those things. I really want to teach you those things, because you know what? It's totally possible to have an epic life, even though you are in a life that's miserable, that's exhausting, with no light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me. Trust Allah, trust your God, even if you don't trust me, but at least first of all, trust your God, and then trust yourself. And also trust in the ability of your child's brain and body to recover, okay? So if you are someone who is in the merge and you want to join us and you want to learn, but maybe finance is a little issue, I got a major treat for you, okay? So the treat is this. Every year for 2 or 3 times, I am going to be offering some scholarship positions, okay, which will be our the course in a, how to say, like a more concise container, so that you get all the understanding, all the lessons and guidelines that you need, and some degree of support, so that you can keep working on your child on your own, okay? If you are interested in that, please let me know in the comments saying interested. I will reach out to you personally and I'll have a discussion with you. But the basic summaries are this, okay? So in my experience, what I have learned, because I need to be really honest with you, I need to not be scared and nervous and uh, think in my head all that time, like what you will think, what you will think of me if I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. But by giving myself the permission to speak what is the truth, at least for our community, I give you the permission to deep dive and accept the truth as well. Okay, so here's our truth. If I just give you the guidelines without any coaching, without any supervision, then you will not be successful. Why? Because by the time you are super stressed and you are coming to me, your brain, your nervous system is already on fire. So you got somebody to help you through managing those stress. You need somebody to help you to calm down your nervous system so that you can finally follow through the guidelines. Because here is this. If you are stressed, okay, if you are stressed and super agitated, even the clearest steps will sound like Olympic grade hurdle. Okay, so here's the thing. If I just sell the course on itself without any form of coaching, it will not really benefit you. And for me, my core needs and my core values for myself, my family, and my community here in Autism Success Academy is this. I want freedom for myself and you. I want safety for myself and you. I want impact, results for myself and you. And also I want financial gain for myself and you. Okay, so keeping all of those things together, I have decided to launch new programs and newer version of our courses this year, because I want to take our community to the next level. I want to take our services to the next level, and I know that I can do that. So here's the thing. If you are interested, I highly recommend you to give it a thought and reach out so that I can send you our offer document, send you the details, okay? Because this offer is not gonna be there all throughout the year, okay? Because we are changing our program settings and we're changing our stuff. So what we are saying is you need to take fast action, because this the course that I am offering at this price point will not be there any longer. Okay, so why is that? Because I need to make sure that you get result. I need to make sure that you get result. So if you just want to save, what about you don't get the result? And I, as a teacher, okay, I as a teacher, as a scientist, as a pharmacist, as a mom, as a neurolinguistic practitioner, master practitioner and certified, I know that when you start a journey, all your fears, all your rejections will come and they will pull you back. And I cannot let that happen. Okay, I cannot let that happen. So my students can vouch for me, okay, both inside my Autism Success Academy and also the students that I have taught all over my life, you know, from my school students and also to my university students. They can vouch for me that I never let go of the hand of my students. Okay, I never let go of your hand, and I never let you slip. So for me to be able to hold on to all the hands, I need to make sure that I am enough, my cup is full, and I am able to do all of those things. Okay, so here is the gist of the course that you are going to be getting, because I know that you would love some TLC from me, you would love some front-to-front interaction with me. So I am giving you 6 Zoom calls, not just the Facebook Live, but 6 Zoom calls plus 4 months of membership, whereby you get to ask me questions and me and my coaches will answer your questions, will troubleshoot you, You get to make friends. We have started this accountability buddy program inside the program. That's free for you, by the way. So in that program, what you get is you get to make friends who will hold you accountable, and you hold her accountable. You make best friend, you help each other. You are no longer alone. You are no longer alone, frustrated whether you can get the success or not, because I made sure that you have everything that you need so that you can make it, so that you can have success, so that you can follow through. Because a lot of the time, even though you are ready, you might have the money, or you can become resourceful, but you still is stopped by whether you can be overcoming this resistance, whether you can be successful. Okay, because a lot of the time it's not actually our fear of failure. A lot of the time it's just the judgment that comes with the fear of failure. Let me repeat it again. Most of the time it's not actually about our fear of failure, because it's okay to fail, but we are terrified of the judgment people will have if I fail, you know? So that's why I need to ensure that I give you the best support that you need and deserve, so that you can start and finish the whole journey in record amount of time. Okay? So you are going to be getting 6 Zoom calls, group Zoom calls. You are going to be getting, in those, you are going to be getting 2 masterclass. So what are our masterclasses? Every month we offer new masterclasses, new trainings, after I have, took a whole month to score the articles, the journals, the books, and bring out the best possible information and technique and strategy and mindset pieces, which will definitely give you result. Okay, so those masterclasses, you're going to be getting 2 masterclasses. You're going to be getting 2 Q&A sessions where you get to ask me one-to-one, and you get the solution of your child's problem. Okay, so if I let you through the typical Facebook Live, you won't get that one-to-one interaction that you need. So through these Zoom calls, you will be getting those interactions. You will be getting those one-to-one Q&A sessions where you can solve most of your dilemmas. Okay, most of your dilemmas, because if you want all the dilemmas to be solved, then you have to join the program, which is the longer course, a longer version of our service. Okay, and also you will be getting 2 healing sessions. So what are the healing sessions? The healing sessions are my neuro-linguistic programming, the moduling, the mindset piece, and everything that I have learned so far in the 35 years of being a human being. Okay, so I give all of those nuggets and information to you. Okay, and you get to learn massive result based stuff, information, guidelines, technique, strategy, everything. Okay, so if you are interested, don't haste, I would say, because we are going to be closing the door for the course after 25th of January. So by 25th of January, if you join our course, it will be accessible to you. You will get lifetime access to the course portal, which is upgraded very frequently. Okay, I include new trainings over there, bonus classes over there. So that itself is of huge worth. Okay, then you don't forget that you will be getting 6 Zoom calls with me. Okay, so that is priced, and the prices and the details will be put down in the description. So after the live, please check the post, so you will get all the description that you need to know. And I want to tell you this: your epic life is just waiting around the corner. It's waiting for you to take the leap of faith, okay? And then give yourself permission to win. Even though you have heard all over your life that you can't make it, it's not possible for you, you are not worth it, you are. You are very much worth it. All throughout my life, my own parents crushed my self-confidence. My own relatives, blood relatives, they crushed my confidence. They kept on saying that I am retarded, nothing is going to be working for me, I won't make it in life, I won't be successful. But you know what? I am in the top 5% of success if you compare that with my schoolmates, if you compare that with my university friends, if you compare that with my colleagues, if you compare that with pretty much anybody in my life. So if your child is neurodiverse, does not mean your child is destined for disability. If your child has autism, severe one, it's very much possible to let go of the diagnosis, because now if Muhammad is told, if Muhammad is re-diagnosed, he will be come out with no autism, because we just had a verbal appointment with one of his doctor, and then she told that he's not showing any signs of autism ever. Okay, so that being said, it's very much possible for your child to overcome autism, to recover the developmental delays, to be able to speak, to be able to communicate with you, to be able to have a great physical health, emotional well-being, to be able to be a child. Okay, because most of the time our kid on the spectrum, they are not living their life what it's supposed to be. Okay, so if you are interested, let me know in the comment. I'll reach out to you. And don't forget, the doors to the course is open until 25th of this January. And after that, we are going to be offering you new services, inshallah. But those two are very much awesome. Why? Because this time I have decided to give you guys more classes and more payment plans, means more lenient options. So that can be as little as $500 per month. Who can't spare $500 per month? I bet you can. So if you are ready, just let me know and let's start your epic life ever. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment, because I don't want you to miss out on this, because trust me, we are seeing so much results, so much improvement, and so much of wonderful new wins every day, every week, that it always gives me the permission to speak up, even though I'm feeling very shy at this moment. Okay, I was actually supposed to come live 5 minutes earlier, but my hand was on the what is this thing called, mouse, hovering over start live, go live. And then I was thinking, am I ready? Am I ready? Am I ready? And then you know what? I just pushed play. Why? Because by giving myself the permission to come live to you, it gives you the permission to do the same. Take charge of your life and your child's life and be the best version of yourself. Autism recovery and success is very much possible for you, your child, and it's very much possible for you to have an epic life. If you would have told me 2 years ago, I wouldn't have maybe accepted you, but I had the faith that even though nothing can be happen for me, my son would recover. And then he did. He did more than that. And so are all the other students and child that we are seeing inside the program. So if you want to be a part of us, let me know. The doors are open until 25th of January. After that, we will close the door for the special bonus course that you are getting. As a summary, you are getting 6 Zoom calls, which I was not offering before. And then you are also getting group membership of 4 months. Okay, you get to ask questions, you get the support, you get to make friends for life, and you are also getting the course portal, which itself is priced at $1,500, and then that is for your life. Okay, so the pricing of and the payment plans and everything details that you need to know, I will be putting it inside the description of this post. Let me know, and I'm waiting for you right over here whenever you give yourself permission. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.